Today we'll be accompanying Mr. and Mrs. Doyle on their walk through Valley Forge Park.
Usually what we do, our plans are usually to just do the normal trail around Valley Forge, and this time we're moving off onto different trails to adventure. The interesting part about walking the park is sometimes you can walk on a paved trail that parallels the road, and then you could just walk right off into a wooded trail. Well, we were on a trail yesterday and thought that this might be the trail that we were looking for, and we met with a guy who was just on the trail, and he said it's a beautiful vista at the end and that we should check it out.
Mrs. Doyle shares some important tips to remember while walking through a trail.
Well, when you're walking on a trail, and you should always have your ID with you and a phone. It's also very helpful to have an energy bar and a bottle of water.
And of course I don't have my ID or a bottle of water because I'm insane, but...
Then stick with me.
Thankfully for Mr. Doyle, his wife remembered these tips before taking today's walk. Although their walks are something that Mr. and Mrs. Doyle enjoy doing together, they began for a very specific reason.
Well, I was diagnosed with prediabetes and I wasn't having it. So, started at COVID, we started walking.
Although the walks are enjoyable, there are occasional obstacles that must be faced.
One of the problems with doing these walks and them being so long is I have to listen to John talk about politics, racism, philosophy, world culture. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a classroom lecture, and sometimes I feel bad for his kids.
After lots of walking, the Doyles finally reached their destination.
It's beautiful.
So,
I think we've hit our vista.
well, this is a vista.
Yeah.
After enjoying the vista, the Doyles are off to see one more view before heading back home.
Okay, so we're back on the path, the normal path, and we're going to go through the famous arch at Valley Forge Park, and that will bring us pretty close to our car.
There were a lot more people today.
A lot more people.
Some masked, some not, some on bikes, whatever, but a whole lot more people on the path, and so it was nice to have taken that back.
Despite the effects of COVID-19 and their walks beginning after an unfortunate diagnosis, the Doyles are still able to enjoy the beauty of the park and the beauty of each other's company.